The
into
hot
the
trending
dragon,
scene.
because there's a story in Japan that there's a waterfall, and the koi swim to the waterfall and try to swim up the waterfall. And the legend is that any koi that gets to the top gets transformed into a dragon. And that represents me going through chemotherapy and living. Okay, after two complete series of chemotherapies, I was still here. The chemo didn't cure the cancer. On the end of the second treatment, they did another PET scan. They said, we can't get rid of this cancer, so we're going to send you to Philadelphia. They did another PET scan. They said, we can't get rid of this cancer, so we're going to send you to Philadelphia Hospital and do... Alright, I had to adjust the camera a little bit. Now this arm, this here, thank you for the gift. Thank you. If you can't see it too well, but that's an eagle. That was my first tattoo right there. I had it recolored a couple years ago, but that's like 35 years old. I got that when I was 18 years old. And this right here is a yin and a yang with the flames on the side. I got that in prison I got that in prison about 3 years ago. And listen, I'm not a bad man. I didn't do anything really to go to prison, but we're going to get into that later. And here is a double-edged sword that says good versus evil. Okay. And this right here on my wrist, right there, if you could see it right, and I block out the bottom half and you fill it in with your mind, it says DUMBASS, dumbass. And this arm fell in together course of my life, but this is the way I read it now. Upping them on the double. This side, if you can, says, what would JC do? Jesus Christ or Joe Cool, because I'm Joe Cool. Now, I've had a lot of questions about this 719, and we'll go into it, but I'm going to go through the whole arm. You got 719 over here, and this right here is if you could see it, that's White Widow. That's a bud I grew in my house hydroponically. I used to grow hydroponic weed. This here says righteous till death. Down here, right here, that says my word is bond. That's my spider web to represent my going to prison. Right here, this says only God can judge me. So you can have your opinions, I don't care. Right here, it says IGY6. I got your 6. I got your back because God's got mine. On my left hand, I have Ashley and Chris, my daughter and my son. In this hand, it says drugs kill, pot cures, because it was the weed that got me off Oxycontin. Okay, listen, I'm not running for a president, so if anybody wants to talk bad about me or anything, I don't have to defend myself. Okay, my character speaks for itself. I mean, you may look at my eyes and look the way I am, but I have droopy eyes and I'm tired. Okay, I've had very little rest over the last 5 days. Actually, since Helena came through, I haven't gotten much rest because I get a lot of questions and a lot of visitors and a lot of people bothering me. But I do my best photo shoots, let everybody get their, they're all happy that they get to take a picture with Lieutenant Dan. I just wish that everybody knew that my real name is Jay and not call me Lieutenant Dan all the time, because you think you know me, but you don't, because if you did, you really know that to call me by my name and not Lieutenant Dan. It's just, it is what it is. You know, I'm not dealing with the same class of people that I'm used to. So I'm dealing with a whole different thing that I don't want to get involved in. I don't want to get involved in with them, with that whole social media crap, because a lot of drama, and I don't believe any of it. Andrew Tate posted that he was going to give me $100,000 if I survived the next day. I ain't heard from Andrew Tate yet. You know, I guess he was hoping that I drowned. And I only know that because somebody showed it to me on TikTok. I never heard anything. He didn't contact me. That's why as soon as I saw it, I said, that's fake. Somebody put that up. They made that up. He ain't gonna do that. He ain't gonna give nobody $100,000. Bad word, I'm sorry. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the heart. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. I love you all. I know I'm a bad man. I love you too. Thank you. I'm just a bad man. I'm just a bad man. Bad man. Don't cross me, because I might cut you. Listen, I ain't the perfect. I'm not. Never claimed to be. I'm just me. Doing me. I'm staying in my lane. I don't mess with nobody. I do my own thing. Listen, how me and Terrence met, there's a difference of opinion there, so I'm not going to say, thank you for the galaxy. Woo! Thank you. Thank you. Listen, that whole thing, I don't care what story you believe. I really don't. It doesn't matter. Listen, I asked him to give me a hand. He gave me a hand. He helped tie me up. And then he left. And when he left, and then I eventually got a boat to drag my boat to the other side of the pier, or the other side of the bridge where I needed it. That Terrence came over with the idea of the Lieutenant Dan skit from where Lieutenant Dan is on top of the shrimp boat going, "You'll never get me, I'll beat you," and all of that crap, which, you know, when he asked me to do it, it was sunny out. It was choppy. Oh my God, you know. And I said to him that day, I said, oh, thank you. Wow. I said to him that day, I said, oh, thank you. Wow. That's just. And there's a couple of friends, or the only one taking selfies with me all day. I give them, you know, I do that. Thank you, love you. When I was a kid, I was in love with Phoebe from Charmed, and if I could have ever saw her in person, I understand. So when people that are locals that have seen me before because of my handstands or my yoga, or they see me walking down the street on crutches with one leg, and then they see me on the news about battling the weather out here, they feel a certain connection, and now that they know I'm not a killer, and everybody else knows me. Thank you. So I get it. I do. And I love taking pictures with the kids because they glow up, you know. Oh yeah, that'll go against my pedophile rape charges that I've had. The guy's name is Joseph M. Malinowski. I'm Joseph J. Malinowski. The guy's older than me. We're the same age. He weighs 200-something pounds. I'm 107 soaking wet. And in 2007, when he was arrested or accused of all of that, I was still recovering from cancer and chemotherapy in New Jersey, married to my ex-wife and my 2 kids at the time. So that's that. I know God gave me Terrence and I gave him away. I gave him back. But here's my sunglasses. Tell me what you think. Comments? Comments. Flings. I don't want to do that. I was just offered a deal to go down to Miami. Another company wants to buy me a boat. They want to buy me a yacht, give me $100,000, and go on some kind of bus ride. I don't want to do that. I'm scared. Alright, I'm scared. So, I don't know if I'll do that. I mean, I'd like to, but I have to keep my wholesome persona. Yeah, you don't want to know. I think, let me see how I could do that. No, wrong way. Damn! Thank you! End live? No. Okay. I was gonna try to move it over. You're supposed to. I don't want to touch anything because I'll mess it up. I know. I heard. Okay. Listen, anybody could do whatever they want to the internet. It's free for anybody to post anything they want about anybody else because we live in America, land of the free, and you can curse anybody else out, but you gotta pay for everything else. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Background information. When I dealt with chemotherapy for the cancer, I had non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, stage 4S, throughout the whole body and my spleen. I went through a complete series of chemotherapy, whatever it was, 6 to 8 weeks. They had a port over here where they would just straighten my chest and be hooked up to the machine for, I don't know, 3-4 hours, twice a week. After the second complete 6 weeks, and they didn't get rid of the cancer, they sent me to Philadelphia. They wanted to send me to Philadelphia Hospital for a treatment called blue ice, where they drill into your hips, extract bone marrow, and then give you this blue ice treatment, which brings you to the edge of death and kills everything in your body. And they put your bone marrow back in, and that brings you back to life. Whoa! Scary, scary. Please don't do that. Please don't do that again. That scared the shit out of me. I know I'm Pumpkinhead. So this was like on Thursday, and then on the following Tuesday or Wednesday, it was early in the week, I had an appointment to be in Philadelphia to start treatment. And my wife brings me, and we go to the hospital, and they do a complete workup. They do blood tests, and they do PET scans, and they do all kinds of stuff. And after about 3 hours, the doctor calls me and my ex-wife into his office, and he says, "Mr. Malinowski, we can't find any form of cancer in your body." Excuse me? They just told me, not Philadelphia, Memorial Hospital in Mount Holly, they just told me I lit up the PET scan like a Christmas tree. I'm supposed to be still full, and now you're telling me I don't have it, and it's only been 5 days? What changed? Did somebody lie? And I didn't know, because at the time I didn't know God. I knew a higher power, something greater than me put me here, and I was okay with that. And God came into my life about 10 years ago and hasn't left, and I don't want him to. In the world, the word God, the name God, really doesn't. It's not like I can't feel it in my heart. But my pop-pop that I grew up with, that was my pop-pop, and he was my everything. So I call God Pop, and like if I'm in trouble, like I was during the hurricane, I was bashing up against the wall, and I was shaking, and I wasn't scared, but I was shaking. It was nerve-wracking. I start talking to him, and I'm like, "Pop, come on, really? This is what I got to go through, all of this?" And like, you know, you talk for a few minutes, a few seconds, say a couple of things, and then you stop. And I didn't realize that, yeah, I got to stop, I wait for a reply. But a few minutes later, I never said it would be easy, popped into my head. And I was like, damn, I can get with that, you know. Never said it would be easy, but it ain't that hard. I mean, I've been through worse. So when people come up to me and they ask me how was the hurricane, how you know, they want to hear that I was bashed against the rocks, you know, and I was sprawled out there for hours, and the Coast Guard had to come and rescue me. They want some big dramatic story, and I can't lie, I can't make it up. I mean, I just sat here. It really wasn't that bad. It was more, I was getting wet when people would come up and say, "Hey, Lieutenant Dan, how you doing? You all right down there?" And I'd be down here with my stuff all closed up. I'm thinking, "Yeah, I'm fine." And they would act like they didn't hear me. "Lieutenant Dan, you all right? Lieutenant Dan." And then I gotta stop doing whatever I'm doing, and I gotta go over here, and I gotta pull the freaking roof over and pop my head up through the Dodger, and then I'm cursing them, and get the heck out of here, go home. It's raining out, go home. And in the meantime, I got the hole in the roof, I'm getting wet, I got water coming in here, my bed's getting wet, I got towels everywhere, blankets everywhere, everything's getting wet, I'm getting aggravated. I come back down, I calm down, and a half hour later, they'd be back again, asking me, "Lieutenant Dan, you in there? You okay there, Uncle Dan, Lieutenant?" Where'd I go? I've been here all night, I ain't leaving. But anyway, cancel Dan, yeah, cancel me, I don't care, this is my channel. I'm just saying. You want to cancel me, you can leave anytime. I ain't keeping you around. I don't even know who that was. Not that I give a crap. But it is what it is. I'm not complaining about a damn thing. Who the hell is complaining? Why would I complain? Go to bed. Yeah, thank you. Oh, you're going to bed? Which story? Well, oh, okay, Robin, you just asked me, you want to finish the first story. Which one was that? Movie 2. 7K in here. I'm on fine, thank you. The Jealous Man. Okay. The Jealous Man. Where the heck did it go? Did you tell me, what did you talk about? Like, I can't, a kick deal, what about it? Kick deal is no good, I'm canceling it. I don't want anything to do with it. Oh, that? Yeah, I don't know. Wrong guy. You came late, my friend. Chomo is the wrong name, wrong age, well, might be right age, I think. But, wrong weight. He's 200 something pounds, I'm 107. The time of the year in 2007, I was still recovering from chemotherapy and cancer in New Jersey. Happily married, well, no, not happily, we'll just say married at the time, with 2 kids. So I couldn't be in Wisconsin or Wyoming or wherever any of that happened. I've never been accused of any kind of sexual charge. My only charges was a battery on a law enforcement officer and that stupid battery on the broad. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that. I apologize for my vocabulary. I say that because the girl in question was a hood, she was from the hood, and they kind of associate him with the opposite, not the bigger version of a mouse. So, the day before, a bunch of kids stole my cell phone from Starbucks. And I know who they were because we were just talking a minute ago. My cell phone's plugged in charge, and I went to go get my coffee. By the time I got back, one of them was gone, and my cell phone was gone. So the next day, I had gone to get gas at the gas station for my generator. And whereas I went over to the park that I go to every day and do my yoga at. Yeah, listen, we'll get into that another time. Okay, listen, I'm not going to justify what my actions are in my life to everybody. telling you, I'm not going to justify what my actions are in my life to everybody. I'm telling you, all right? I'm not trying to look to cover my ass with anybody or do anything to make some money. And yeah, I'm beat to hell, so my eyes are cast. Anybody ever wants me to. And you know what? Listen. This social media crap is getting out of hand for me. So, you know, maybe I should just take a break and let this 15 minutes of fame just die. Because my only thing here is I'm working for God. That's what I'm here for. I don't care about me in this world. I'm not about this crap. I haven't been. I've been there. Alright, you don't know me. Alright, you don't know me. What was my whole purpose of this? I didn't know about it until after it started. I didn't know about the GoFundMe money because I didn't set it up. So the money got collected. People gave to me. They gave because of me. So am I not entitled to that? Should I not get it? Now, I'm not saying that Terrence didn't do anything. I did say I would give him 10% for his work and trouble that he did. I put that out there. What more do you want? You want me to stay in this and bring Trenton to Terrence in so that he can get paid? No, I'm not doing it. So why would I? And now you people just push me to it even more. Okay? You doing this is the reason why I dropped out of the TikTok thing, or the Kicks thing. You are the reason. Terrence's name and Evan's name are the reasons why I'm not doing Kick, and I'm not having anything to do with Adin, because of those two. Evan, the kid with the tattoo of the owl here on his neck. He's got Trump on his leg. He has a tattoo of Trump on his thigh. I'm not lying. He runs around with a damn Trump flag around his neck. And now he's out here telling me, oh, didn't I bring you food? Didn't I offer to get you a hotel room? You offered to get me a hotel room because, bro, you knew I wasn't going to take it and you were just trying to get clout then. All right? You brought me food. You brought me scrambled eggs and bacon one time, bacon and sausage. You got it one of the places around here. You did. You got that for me. But I told you I'm a vegan. I don't eat sausage, especially. I don't eat pork. So you bring me one meal, and now I'm bound to you for the rest of my life. Thank you, sir. 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 Please, may I have another spanking, sir? What do you want from me? Yeah, you did. I didn't say you didn't. I never mentioned you. This guy, Evan. And I'm going to see something. There's a gentleman here in the name of Isaiah. He was told by the Holy Spirit when he was in Texas, where he lived, that he had to come out here because there's a man out here that he needs to help and he needs to protect. So this gentleman had came out, and he'd been out here for 3 days, sitting here watching my boat while I'm not here. Somebody on the dock, as I was down here straightening up and cleaning up, somebody untied my anchor from the dock and threw it into the water. So now I have no way to get back to the dock. And the only person that was there was Evan. Also, Isaiah was asleep, and when he woke up, he realized that the boat had dragged further away than it was at, and he looked and saw that the anchor was gone and thought somebody cut the line or untied it and threw it in. He didn't realize there was an anchor on the other end. So he jumped into the water and started swimming to get the anchor to save the boat. Okay, and to save me. Problem is that there's nowhere around here to get back up onto the sidewalk because of the depth from the water to the top to the bottom to the sidewalk. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the roses. Thank you so much, yo. Tashia. If I say your name wrong, I'm Tommy. Thank you. So I got my ladder out of the back, and I put the ladder out. I told Isaiah to swim around the back and climb in. And I don't have room in here, and he's soaking wet, so I gave him a towel that I have, and I feel bad for the guy. But anyway, he left his phone up there on the dock, and Evan said something to me along the lines of, talk to me or I'm throwing it in the ocean. I didn't know what the hell he was talking about, and at this point I'm still trying to get Evan into the boat. Isaiah. And I didn't hear him. I didn't know what he was talking about because I had no idea there was a phone over there or any of that. But Isaiah understood. So Isaiah said to me, did he throw my phone in the water? And it clicked what he was talking about and what he was talking about throwing what in the water. Now what he did he do it? I don't know. We can't get to the shore to see if it's over there. As soon as he said it, I said, I'll buy you a new phone tomorrow, don't worry about it. And he says, it's got memories of my children. And I'm not sure what that means. But my heart goes out to the man. And if it's gone, if it's in the water, Evan's gonna pay. That wasn't right. That was definitely out of bounds. So, what happened to your wife and kids? Business.